sees the memes of production, and the like and subscribe button. You remember in Ohio, there was that group of Nazis who got their flags stolen and burned by the black guys who lived there? Like, they got fucked up? Remember? There's been a bunch of hubbub in the community over allegations that the police were way the too friendly to the Nazi group. And in order to defend themselves, the police released their body cam footage and
February 7th. So you're about to see the officer on the overpass first ordering the white supremacist group to get into the U-Haul and leave the bridge when counter-protesters then arrive. So about 5 minutes later, you could see the same officer walk up to the U-Haul outside of a Laughlin local schools building shortly before kids were about to be released from class that day. Here's the exchange now between the Evendale officer and the group in the U-Haul, and the one man not wearing a mask you're about to see asking if he can go back and pick up his service dog where the protest happened on the overpass on 75.
We're trying to figure out a plan to get that.
Yeah, I don't know if we got to get him an Uber or something. That's probably the best bet, I'm guessing. I don't think we...
Kind of a weird premise to begin with, right? Like, open swastika waving Nazis have been run out of a protest, and they've all, like, crowded in the back of a U-Haul, and then 5 minutes later, they meet with the cop who escorted them away to begin with at the, like, in a parking lot. Like, what? Why? First of all, it's not legal to shove this many people in the back of a U-Haul. Second of all, why?
Everybody knows about. There's a dog. If the dog in there is cool with, if the dog is in there is cool with me driving it to you guys, I can go and get it. But
oh yeah, man. Oh, this group, this literal like U-Haul full of Nazis. I can just go back and get your service dog if you want. Yeah, I'm like a cop. Oh, I've never done anything good for my community. Yeah, the average cop wouldn't like give a shit if your car got broken into. They would just take down some numbers on their pad of paper and then leave. But no, I'll drive back there and get your dog if you want. I'll go search for a dog if you want.
There's a dog in there. I don't know.
Yeah, we need to get him. He's my service animal. That's why I really need to get him.
Let's go. Here,
Get your mask on, let's go.
I don't give a my face right now.
just
Get your mask on. Let's go.
take take that shirt off, and you can get my car.
Cool, thank you, brother.
And then
God bless you, dude.
Oh, just, you know, just sure. Take off the obvious, like, identifiable uniform that you were wearing just 5 seconds ago at a protest. You can hop in. We're just going to go on a little ride together. You know? Just going to go on a little ride together. Going to get your dog. No worries. You know, those who burn crosses work forces or whatever the fuck. Yeah, do you want to drive my car? I'll let you turn the sirens on.
if I got in the driver's seat of the car, would the dog bite me? You think? No. Okay.
No, he's a good dog.
He'll sniff you to death.
You make sure you got your keys.
Mind you, cops do not give random civilian rides places. No! Cops never do this. This cop's just friend with the Nazis. Holy bananas, the Anons and 4chan might have a point with Fed collabs. This isn't a Fed. This is a local sheriff, right? It's either a sheriff or an officer, I don't know. But, like, this is sheriff of police.
Hey,
Yeah, I got the.
are you guys done?
Yeah, we're done.
There's no other.
We're just trying to go get the dog.
This cop is just fully sympathetic. Like, this cop is literally friends with them. Like, total ally. Like, there is absolutely no pretext for cops to... Okay, first of all, if this was a car full of BLM protesters, like, they would be getting arrested for illegally stowing people in the back of the U-Haul. Like, to be totally clear, okay? This is just... Like, this is maybe the most unambiguous, like, the cops are friends with the Nazis I have ever seen. It's leading to a lot of outcry, by the way, which is good. I'm really glad the police were stupid enough to release this. It does make me think that this particular cop might be, like, considered a liability by the police department, because I don't think every cop on the police force is literally a Nazi like this cop is. But because, by the way, being this friendly to the Nazis when you wouldn't be this friendly to anyone else is being a Nazi. Let's not be stupid here, right? I have a feeling this might be so overtly bad that the cops were okay with releasing this body cam footage just as a, like, this guy in particular kind of thing, because I don't think every cop on the force here is this level of, like, on board with this. That's crazy.
Get the Jeep and then we're out.
Yeah, we're gone.
Let's go grab it.
Yeah, and I think it's common.
Just joined. Heard the local sheriff was pissed about this. Can you can you get that for me? Hold on. It's hold on. It's Ever or Evendale? Everdale, cop, body cam footage. Any report on the sheriff that you can find? Evendale? Evendale? Okay, Evendale, not Everdale. I think Everdale makes more sense. Like, it rolls off the tongue a little bit easier. We're all from all over the place, Neo says in Evandale body cam footage. This is... Master race. This is so important to remember. Whenever you see protests like this was the case with the Proud Boys. This was the case with the Three Percenters. This was the case with the Nazis. All of them. They're always from out of town. They never do these protests locally. And you know why? One, they're pussies. Two, there aren't that many of them. Never forget that. There are not that many of them. There just aren't. They come in from like all these rural and suburban areas, and then they go into the local city where they know the blacks and the Jews and the queers are, and they do their protests there to freak them out. A lot of these people live in areas. You do a protest where these guys live, the only people who are going to see it are their, like, you know, diabetic grandparents looking out the kitchen window, you know? We're talking about people out in the boonies or people in, like, deep suburbs, you know? They go into areas like this to be seen by a larger population. The Zionist counter-protesters at the universities too? Yep. Yeah. Like how the student protesters were local, and then the people storming in to assault them were not local. You know? Happens every damn time. Hamilton County Sheriff Charmaine McGuffey Tuesday promised an investigation of the neo-Nazi demonstration earlier this month, as well as law enforcement's response to the hate group. McGuffey said her office has been in contact with the FBI. Well, the FBI is now, I imagine. You know, Kash Patel coming in today. So why was this even released, though? The body cam release, like, guidelines are kind of specific to the police department, which means that we're talking about, like, thousands of different rule sets all over the country. Whether this was, like, compelled or whether this was volunteered, I can't really say. There's probably that information out there, but I'd have to find it. Cincinnati rep responds to police releasing body cam of demonstration. Here we go. The Village of Evandale announced that all 16 hours of body cam video from the incident, previously only released to the media, would be publicly available for the community to review. Hamilton County Sheriff Charmaine McGuffey held a press conference calling on local lawmakers to step up. I'm calling on the legislators in Ohio to make it a crime to wear a mask for the purpose of intimidation while openly carrying a weapon. I feel like that could go either way in terms of efficacy, but at least that shows where the sheriff's intentions lie, I suppose. Locals are patrolling the area armed to make sure it doesn't happen again. Yeah, I've seen that. And that's based, you know, the black community militias. This is getting, like, exclusively negative attention, so I am very happy that they released it. It makes the police look so bad. As the officer walks closer back at the scene of the protest, he tells a deputy and another officer at the scene he's not sure how to get the black Jeep left behind out of the area because its tires have been slashed. When they see me get in there and drive it, they're going to be pissed. I don't know what to do. Can somebody explain to me why the a police officer is trying to remove the black Jeep? Like, they're handing you the keys. Oh, you're not going to tow it? Just like, oh, the Nazis were like, here you go, officer. See you like on Tuesday for happy hour. This officer is literally just friends with those Nazis. Like, it's not even an exaggeration. They're just straight up friends. So law enforcement officials walk up to the Jeep and ask the residents whose car it is. The resident remarks it as California tags. Man, they really did come in from a while, huh? They're in Ohio and appear to know it belongs to one of the neo-Nazis. That car, one of the residents says. They better come get it now. One of the residents tells the officer the neo-Nazis made a huge mistake coming to this area, and the officer responds, bunch of absolute children losers. Blending in seamlessly. They'll never know that I'm actually here to run free errands for the Nazi group. Play.
For real? For real? That's how y'all feel? Where was the rubber?
Hold on, wait. This is Axon Body 4. That's the same as the previous one, right? Not this video. Axon Body 4. Yeah, okay, it's the same guy.
Bullets! Where was the gas? Where was that?
What do you think? I think if we clear out, they'll clear out. What do you think?
I think so too. I'm not all that. I think they're here because of us. They're gone. They left. I talked to them. I got the owner of the Jeep in my car right now.
Well, he's gonna have to wait.
What the f, dude? Have you, anyone who's ever interacted with cops, have they ever treated you like this? Oh yeah, we got driven out of a protest. We're neo-Nazis. We got driven out of a protest, but I want to go back and get my car and my dog. Would you mind giving me personally a lift back over there and also take my keys and also get the car out of there? Do you want to do just a few hours, like take a few hours out of your day to specifically help me?
What's that?
We try and drive it out.
It's worth a shot.
Vaush, 93, go ahead.
If they see me getting in there and drive it, they're going to be pissed.
I do like how this guy, this sheriff, doesn't seem to give a shit, which is appropriate. Again, like, I'm not here to give, like, undue credit to a cop or whatever, but this officer that we're watching the body cam footage of is like, yeah, man, I gotta get the Nazis' car out there. The Nazis waiting, dude. I don't want to keep them waiting. Like, Sieg Heil or whatever. And the sheriff's like, okay.
It is. Someone said that they slashed their tires. I don't know if that's true. That is. Yeah, I understand.
Vaush 93, that's clear.
I don't know what to do. I don't know if I should go risk doping in that car. And there is a dog in there, a service dog.
Oh, it's a service dog?
So I wonder if it's worth me going and getting it. And how do they know it's that? How do they know that car's involved?
Hey, Cal, can I call you back in a few?
All right, let's think about this. If you try to get in it, they're gonna
go nuts.
They're gonna go nuts, and they're gonna try to block you, and then they're gonna try to get hit.
Yeah, it's almost like it's weird to see Nazis pull up to a protest in a black Jeep, and then later a cop gets in and drives it out. Like, you can just tow it. You can just tow it. If it's parked there unlawfully, if it's blocking the road, if it's not allowed to be parked there, you can just tow it. Why'd they release this? I don't know, for fun?
Right? Or something. What if...
All right. Why don't we move our meeting here over to that parking lot? We'll finish this conversation over there.
Sounds good.
All right?
All right, that works.
Sounds good.
So you was okay with what they did?
Is the dog a German Shepherd? 50-50. Oh, by the way, if you guys are actually concerned about the service dog, you know the Nazis can come back, right? The Nazis in the car of the officer. Like, literally, the Nazi has a legal right to exit the vehicle and go over to the black Jeep and try to leave with it. Oh, people would be mad? Skill issue. Simply don't be a Nazi. I manage this effortlessly day to day. Nazi would get mobbed, though. Skill issue. Actions have consequences. Oh, no! I meant to do a big protest in a town 400 miles away from where I live and wave swastikas over a big interpass in an area full of black people. I didn't want them to get mad at me. Oh, dear! I didn't anticipate this. Oh... Yep, them tires are slashed.
Is there a dog in there?
Yeah, that's a dog.
Whose car is it?
I don't know. What made y'all come over here?
Someone called and said people are slashing tires in a parking lot.
Nah.
We don't know whose car it is.
They better come get it right now. It's going to be a whole lot worse. A whole lot worse. The dog in that bitch.
Nah, tires just do that
We're
sometimes,
gonna
yeah.
need to get a tow. There's a dog in there. This is a disaster.
This is a disaster. I, a cop, am very concerned about the well-being of this team and their one dog. You know how us cops are. We love to care for dogs. This is, oh, what a disaster.
We really need everyone to clear out.
We need to violently disperse this crowd of peaceful civilians so that we can rescue this one dog. Hate speech isn't a crime, Miller, at least not in its own. The dog isn't the asshole. No one cares about your virtue signaling. Everyone here likes dogs. You're not impressing anyone. You're not introducing like a trolley problem dynamic to this engagement, okay? Just sit back and laugh at the cop wobbling about.
What's that copper for?
Round and round.
What kind of work you do? That was a bunch of absolute children, losers.
Very convincing. Evandale police said the driver of the Jeep was taken to the Evandale Police Department by an officer after officials said it was determined there was no safe way to retrieve the vehicle. Based? But also, like, they would never do this for anyone else. If there was a BLM protester that got ran out by MAGA locals, and that guy was like, can I get my car back, please? The officers would literally never, like, yeah, you'd get it from the impound lot. I think the group should do more of this. This was like purely an optics win for everyone but them. I thought gained a lot from press attention. Not only gain a lot from press attention when they don't look pathetic. When they look pathetic, they don't gain from it at all. The most important part of any political movement is to make it clear that you're having fun and the other guys aren't. In a country where most people can afford food, you know, we're not fighting over bread scraps, you know. People are fighting over like aura and hype moments, you know. If your group looks like it's having fun, then people will join it, and if they look miserable, they won't. That's why the right is obsessed with making the idea that like feminists or the left are permanently morally outraged. Like, they're obsessed with painting us as never having fun. And then you take a look at the you notice how accounts on Twitter love to post like this is Project 2025, and then it's a bunch of people like dancing and going to 50s diners or whatever. Like, here's my ideology, and it's like people having fun but in a trad way. It's kind of like a departure. It's another element of like the decadence of American society, where a real fascist would believe in like the sublimation of the life to the state. The personal becomes the state's. Whereas nowadays, since nobody actually wants to do that because that sucks, the fascists are like, actually, the point of Nazism is getting to like dance with white girls. What? Doesn't make any sense, but they're trying to appeal to like an underlying ennui. You know, people are upset, alone, anxious, alienated. Basically, it's just saying, hey, our movement will give you a good time, which is why we need to be happy and they need to be miserable. And those Nazis looked miserable. I like your haircut.